Whatever the occasion, effortless elegance is right this way. Because Hilton brings you new ways to stay courtesy of the Nomad London. And it doesn't stop at award-winning dining in a space draped in velvet and illuminated by vintage chandeliers. No, this day goes beyond with unparalleled personalized service and attentive hospitality. Oh, and did we mention the Nomad London can be booked using your Hilton Honors points at Hilton.com? Hilton, for the stay.
Is anyone out there?
Another salesperson enduring the endless search. Exhausting. If you want to get right to the right conversations, you need LinkedIn Sales Navigator. Whether you're looking for new leads or strengthening existing relationships at your top accounts, get right to the right conversations with LinkedIn Sales Navigator. Try LinkedIn Sales Navigator now with a free 60-day trial at linkedin.com/trial. That's linkedin.com/trial.
Terms and conditions apply!
Welcome to I Talk to Ghosts. I'm your host, Jennifer, and please join me in the Spirit Parlour this evening. I'll light the candles, the tea is already steeping, and the birds and the crows are very talkative as well outside the parlor window, so I wouldn't be surprised if you heard them while we were chatting. The seasonal magic continues to dance all around us. And that is fitting because this evening we're turning our attention to the wheel of the year. It's time to magically celebrate one of the great solar festivals, Litha, also known as the Summer Solstice. It's the longest day of the year. The sun is at the height of its power. Nature is in full bloom, and the world is alive and brimming with energy. And beneath that light, ancient magic stirs. Of course it does. And tonight we're going to explore it. And for this special episode, I invite you to stay till the end. I'll be guiding you through a gentle Litha meditation to help you connect with the sun's energy and the turning of the wheel of the year. If you don't have time today to do the meditation, that is okay. It's going to be summer for a little while now, so feel free. Just bookmark this episode. And eventually, if you ever need that feeling of connection and grounding and to feel a part of the world around you, just remember that it is here for you. The meditation isn't homework. It is a little moment just for you to soak in the magic of the season. So grab yourself a cup of something herbal and bright, and let's begin our chat. So what is Litha? Litha, it's a name with roots in Old English and pagan tradition. It marks the summer solstice, usually falling around June 20th and June 23rd in the Northern Hemisphere. It's one of the 8 Sabbats on the wheel of the year, celebrated by many modern pagans, witches, and those who simply feel the turning of the natural world. It's a time of honoring the sun's strength, giving gratitude for abundance, celebrating life and fertility even, and also recognizing that from this moment on, the days will begin to shorten, reminding us that that wheel is always turning. People usually mark the solstice with bonfires, dancing, feasting, and offerings to the sun and the earth. Stone circles, like Stonehenge, were aligned to catch the first solstice light. And I'm sure you're familiar with Stonehenge. It is massive and impressive, and it's just a testament of how deeply our ancestors honored this powerful day. I happen to have my own personal Stonehenge experience. I'm going to go ahead and mention it now because it's a fun little story. I was fortunate enough to visit Stonehenge way back in 2003. It wasn't during any particular holiday or event in the year. I just really wanted to see it because I was nearby. I took a bus tour and went and saw it. And when you go to Stonehenge, you have the opportunity to purchase like a non-guided audio tour. So they'll give you this audio device. It kind of looks like a phone. And there are markers with numbers that tell you, I think this is how it went. There were numbers that you could push, and then it would give that section of the Stonehenge history to you as you went. And I quickly found out that a lot of the history and information that was given was peppered with phrases like, historians really don't know, scientists speculate, it's all a mystery, but... And so there was just a lot of, we don't know. And in a way, it was kind of hindering, soaking up the majesty and where you were in the moment. So I stopped listening. I stopped listening to the audio tour. And as I walked around the perimeter of the stones, I paused for a minute and I was just looking at the structure. And all of a sudden, there was this wave of energy from behind me coming, moving towards the stones. And I was tingling all over, and the hair on my head rose, and I just felt like there was this wave of energy and electricity going through me. And I kind of froze for a second because I was like, oh my goodness, what is this? And I felt this really compelling urge to turn around, to stop facing the stones. And so I did. I turned around and looked, and there was nothing remarkable behind me. Long open field, not even clumps of trees, just field, nothing marked. So at that point, I remembered the audio tour, and I hit the button to where I was, and they started talking about the avenue. I was at the avenue. What I was looking at behind me was where the path was, where the druids would come in their ceremonial procession to approach the stones. And my body, I was so fascinated. I was so just tickled that I had picked up on the energy of that procession, of the avenue, as all of the people would be coming to honor and celebrate at the site at that moment. I'll just never forget how that felt. And it was just remarkable. And I wanted to share that with you tonight. And I guess it's also a reminder that sometimes it's best to just slow down and soak in what is around you, and you'll be met, So the magic of Litha. Spiritually speaking, Litha is a day of great power. The sun is at its peak. The veil between worlds is not as thin as on Samhain or Beltane, but there's a vibrant life force energy that makes magic just hum beneath the surface. And here are some of the ways that this energy can be worked with. 1, manifestation. It's an ideal time to set intentions and manifest growth. Think of tapping into the world's energy and that full potential and that life, and jump in. Just feel energized and feel focused and celebrate what you have and what you're working towards, and visualize already having it. Just as plants stretch towards the sun, you too can grow your dreams. That might sound a little corny, but it's absolutely true. Use the energy around you because you are part of it. Number 2, nature magic. Spend time outdoors. Work with the spirits of the land and nature beings. They are very active at this time of year. You do not need to be a physical visitor at Stonehenge to be a part of it and to be comforted by it, connect with it, and let it aid you and support you and immerse yourself in it so you can celebrate alongside it. Another big element of Litha is fire magic. Bonfires and candles are traditional. Fire represents the sun's strength. A great practice is to write what you wish to release or draw in and let the flames carry it into the universe. I saw a clever little wonderful spell a few years ago of someone would write down either what they want to release or what they want to cultivate, and they put it in a paper bag and corresponding herbs and wrapped it all up and tossed it into their roaring fire pit. It's just lovely and simple and spot on. But Litha can be a little spooky as well, if you dare. And you might dare to venture into a graveyard on the eve before the summer solstice, if you are one to be curious about your future husband. On Midsummer's Eve, it was very traditional for young women to visit graveyards. The 1880s offered a whole range of folklore practices to divine who your husband would be, and a lot of these practices took place in church graveyards. You would walk by golden lantern light, the deep shadows surrounding you in a world of dark blue, and you would enter the local graveyard to recite a ritual poem or two to invoke the spectral image of your future betrothed. You could do so by scattering hemp seed whilst reciting, "Hemp seed I sow, hemp seed should grow. He who shall marry me will come after and mow." After reciting these words while scattering the seed, your husband shall appear, perhaps behind you, like a ghost, or perhaps in a vision in your dreams that night. Sweet dreams. You can also do some herbal gathering. It's a wonderful time to harvest and to work with herbs such as St. John's wort for protection and joy, lavender, one of my favorites, for peace and healing, chamomile for abundance and solar blessings. Their flowers look like little suns. If you'd like to bring a little bit of Litha magic into your life, here are another few simple ways that you can celebrate. Light an orange or a gold candle at sunrise or sunset and speak your gratitude for the sun's blessings. Create a wheel or a flower crown with yellow blooms to honor the season. Have a picnic outdoors and share food with friends, family, or the spirits around you. Visit a river, lake, or ocean. Water holds cooling, balancing energy on this sun-drenched day. Most importantly, and I mentioned this before, just be present. Step outside. Feel the warmth of the sun on your skin. Listen to the wind in the trees, and let yourself be part of the living, breathing world. It's as simple as that. I always like to remind myself, even amidst all the celebration, Litha whispers a quiet truth that no light lasts forever. From this peak of brilliance, the wheel's going to keep turning towards harvest and shadow. And there's a poetic beauty to this. It's a gentle nudge to enjoy life's moments while they're here, to bask in that joy and to trust that when darkness does come, it also holds its own gifts. Litha teaches us to honor the dance of light and dark, both in nature and within ourselves. So as you mark the solstice in whatever way feels right to you, grand or small, may you feel the ancient sun on your face and the magic of life in your veins and the quiet turning of the great wheel beneath your feet. Thank you for joining me tonight in this little spirit parlor of ours. May your Litha be bright, blessed, and beautiful, and keep those candles lit. Okay, before we close tonight's episode, I invite you to take a few moments with me for a gentle Litha meditation. Find a comfortable place to sit or lie down where you won't be disturbed for a little while. If you can, place yourself where you can feel the warmth of the sun, but if not, simply imagine its vibrant, glowing light. Close your eyes and take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Let's do that again. Breathe in deeply and exhale slowly. And feel the tension just melt from your head, your shoulders, your arms. Feel life around you, supporting you, keeping you safe and comforted. In your mind's eye, picture yourself in a beautiful sunlit meadow. The grass is tall and green, dotted with wildflowers. The air is warm and fragrant. You are completely safe here. Above you, the golden sun hangs high in the bright blue sky, radiating warmth, energy, and life. Feel the sunlight as it gently touches your skin, warming you, filling you with vibrant, golden light. With each breath, imagine the sunlight flowing into you. The light comes through the crown of your head, down through your heart, into your belly, and spreading through every cell in your body. You are a vessel of light. You are connected to the great turning of the seasons. You're a part of nature's endless cycle of light and shadow. Now, in this moment, think of something you wish to grow in your life. A goal, a dream, a quality within yourself. Picture it as a teeny seed in your heart. See the golden light nurturing it, helping it sprout, helping it reach towards the light, growing stronger and fuller with every breath. Know that the energy of this season supports you. Trust that with time and care, this seed will blossom. Take a moment to simply rest in this golden glow and breathe it in. feel gratitude for the sun, for the earth, for the turning of the seasons. When you're ready, begin to bring your awareness back to the present moment. Move your fingers and your toes. Take a deep breath in and out. And when you feel ready, open your eyes. You can carry the sun's warmth with you everywhere you go. Let it brighten the days ahead. Thank you for sharing that moment of light with me. I wish you a blessed, beautiful Litha. I hope you feel a little more connected, a little more centered, and wrapped in the warmth and the magic of the season. As we bring this episode to a close, may the light of Litha continue to inspire and uplift you in the days ahead. And remember, whether the sun is high or the shadows are growing longer, the wheel keeps turning and we're always part of its dance. Until next time, take care.
Fear Daily is a podcast that takes you into the shadows of the past, unearthing the 1990s most terrifying tales of monsters, madness, and life after death. Discovered on a forgotten bulletin board server somewhere in Pennsylvania's Rust Belt, these stories are an archive of humanity's strangest encounters with the unknown as told by the people who experienced them. Written by Brennan Storr, creator of the Ghost Story Guys, and hosted by Brandon Scheck-Snyder of Southern Gothic, Fear Daily is your window into the dark corners of our world. Follow Fear Daily today on your favorite podcatcher to receive new episodes Monday through Friday, each and every week.
Hey everyone, I'm Erica.
And I'm Elizabeth.
We're sisters, wine lovers, and your hosts for the podcast Spirits Uncorked.
In Season 2, we're leaving the haunted waters of Lake Lanier in Georgia and diving into all new spooky stuff. Shadow people?
I've seen them.
Haunted military bases?
I've served on one.
Local restaurants with ghostly reputations?
I work at one.
Okay, if something spooky doesn't happen to you, I worry about you.
The paranormal is my normal.
Plus, we'll sip and chat with horror authors, fascinating guests, and test out some superstitions along the way.
Knock on wood.
So uncork a bottle and pour a glass of the paranormal with us on Season 2 of Spirits Uncorked.
Get ready for sips, scares, and sisterly sarcasm.